In this video, I'm going to be going over how you can increase your courage today. Now, a lot of people think courage is either something you do have or you don't have, but I'm here to tell you it's not. You can train it and you can start from nothing to be the most courageous person ever. And a lot of people think courage is about being fearless, doing things because you're not scared of anything at all. But that's not true. Courage is doing things despite being scared. If you're not scared of anything, you're really just stupid, because there's plenty of things to be scared of. There's animals that can kill you, there's accidents you can get into. There's a lot of things that can happen that you really should be scared of. But there are a lot of other things too that you might be scared of that you really shouldn't be, or you should do in spite of being scared. Now, the whole principle behind how you can increase your courage is just do something hard every day.
Find some difficult shit to do.
And this is because every time you do something hard, you build this inner courage in you that tells you it doesn't matter how hard something is, I can do it despite being scared to do it or worried about messing up or whatever it might be. And every time you do it, you're just building up more and more courage that makes it easier to do things in the future. And those things that were hard at first are not going to be so hard later on. Just think of those times whenever you get those butterflies in your stomach because you thought about doing something, but the more you think of it, the more freaked out you get, the sweatier the palms, the more stressed out you get. Whatever it is, do that thing because you feel like that. Every time you get those feelings, it's telling you that, oh, what happens, what if? It's your brain telling you, what if something goes wrong? And whenever you start to feel that way, that's when you know you should act on it immediately. Because as you start to feel these feelings, you're gonna start freaking out. But if you do it anyway, the next time that comes up, it's gonna be easier. And not only that, but you're gonna build that inner courage further and make it easier to do those things later on. Now, whenever I feel that thing, I immediately know that, oh, I feel this way, I have to do it because I know I don't want to feel this way in the future. I want to not be scared to do this thing later on, and if I do this, it's going to make other things in my life much easier. It's the best time to do something because it's so scary. You're going to beat that fear and you're going to make it easier to do things in the future. To use another example of how this works without having to use your own willpower is getting a trainer when going to the gym. You can go to the gym on your own, maybe for the first time or early on in your career of lifting weights or whatever, and you might be intimidated about what to do. Or you start lifting and you're like, oh, that was kind of heavy. I don't want to push myself any further because what if I fail? But if you have a trainer, that person tells you to do something and you have to do it anyway, no matter how you feel. This person is not only helping you with your physical health, but they're also helping you with your mental health because they're showing you that you can do a lot more than you think you can. Now, we can't all afford a personal trainer in the gym or in life, but you can become that personal trainer for yourself. Whenever you feel like, oh, I might not be able to do this, maybe I should just stop, do it anyway, immediately. And especially, the gym is a great place to train this, to start off very slowly. I've started to do this by becoming my own mental physical trainer. And I do this by, whenever I have reps or sets set out for me that I'm gonna do, I start doing them. And then if I think on this last set, like, okay, I just need to do this, but maybe I could do a little more, like, no, I'll just do the bare minimum. I push myself anyway and do extra on top of that. Because that's telling myself, I don't care what that inner voice is saying. I'm gonna do this despite myself telling myself I shouldn't do it. Every time you hear that inner voice that's telling you, stop. It's just like those butterflies in your stomach or your sweaty palms or whatever it is that's telling you maybe I shouldn't do this. That inner voice is weakness in you that is telling you you should stop right now because what if you fail? You wanna make that voice as quiet as possible, and you're not gonna do that just by telling yourself, I don't wanna listen to it anymore. You have to beat that voice up. Think of it as someone in your head telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you shouldn't do this, you won't do that. You're gonna have to shut that voice up. So you gotta constantly be fighting that voice and telling yourself, I don't care what my voice is saying, I'm the one in control, I'm gonna fight it and I'm gonna do this no matter what. And over time, as you constantly beat this voice down over and over again, it's gonna get quieter and quieter. It might not completely go away, but life is gonna get easier because nothing is gonna stop you from doing things that you think that you could do and that'll make you a better person. And your brain will develop as a muscle that will increase your willpower, that will make you do whatever you need to do. This is not only about courage, it's about doing things that you know you should do, but you're not doing because you don't want to do it in the first place. You do things because you have to, because you tell yourself you're going to. And every time you fulfill this promise to yourself, you're gonna get stronger, and that voice is gonna get stronger, and you're gonna be able to do more and more in life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. And if you have any other video ideas you'd like, leave it in the comments down below.